Hello Year 8, and this is lesson 5 of Borders with the penultimate week of school. I hope you're all well. If there may be a video next week. If so, we'll look at how we manage borders. So I'll just talk you through what we're doing today. So firstly, quick do it now. Try and put yourself in the Mexican migrant shoes. You're a Mexican migrant trying to get to the USA. How would you feel? Why are you moving? Why are you migrating? As you can see on the picture, you've got the border right here. So just have a think about those questions and pause. Okay. Today we're learning about the current situation at the Mexico-USA border, developing from last lesson. And if you have done a further research about Life in the Shadow of the Wall, the documentary, that would be really, really helpful. If not, there's a bit of work on that today as well. So it will help you just to learn about something that's really, really current at the moment, especially with the Trump administration. We're going to look at worksheets. There'll be this opportunity to watch this extended documentary and then a little activity to evaluate the main issue and sort of the least important issue. The title is, what is the current border situation in Mexico to USA? We've done a lot of work on migration, the keywords, why people move, push and pull factors, why they've come particularly from Mexico to the USA, but now we're really looking at what's happening at the moment, more recently. So this documentary soon should help. So where it says collect your worksheet and map in the virtual setting, I'll set this out a little bit differently, and we have got a video to watch. So I will be saving this worksheet on ClassCharts. It's got activities for bronze. I want to know what's going on at these different spots. The video is great because it pauses at those spots, so you can annotate your worksheet. You don't have to print this out at all. You could, as an alternative, you could just be writing in the name of the place and what is happening, then thinking about how it affects people. And then for gold, how is this situation difficult, complex? It involves lots of stakeholders, lots of people that are involved in an issue. We'll come on to stakeholders a bit later on. So this will be your main piece of work for today. So it really is up to you how you set it out. You could just, like I said, you could have a mind map even, and the branches could be the places. Then you're trying to say what is happening and so on. Or if you wanted to design it a bit like this, that is absolutely fine. So I'll show you the video. We won't play at all. We won't play hardly any of it, and that will be over to you to pause and watch in your own time. So this link is exactly the same as the further research from last lesson. So if you have used the further research from last lesson, you might not necessarily need to watch all of this or start it again. But yeah, the video is really, really good, and it pauses at certain points where, and I've basically cheated. I've screenshotted the some of the video where it shows the map. So I'm just trying to find where here we go. So like this, for example, it will say exactly where they are. So and it will follow the wall, and that will link to your worksheet that looks identical, because I stole it. So what I want you to do while you're watching that video, tell me what's going on, how is it affecting people, and how is this situation quite tricky, quite difficult. So that will take you some time. After that, once you've got at least 9 ideas, 9 things that are happening with that wall, then I want you to work and move on to this activity. Again, similar to lesson 3 2 weeks ago, you're looking at jotting down nine problems caused by the border. Most important one here, then the second, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and least important here. It says think about problems for different stakeholders. Stakeholders are people or groups of people that are involved in an issue. So it could be the government, it could be the Mexican government, the United States government, it could be workers, it could be families, it could be police officers, absolutely anyone that's involved in this border. I want you to write on And like, you don't have to print this out. It could just be a list, 1 to 9. But really think about which one you're going to put last, which one you're going to put least important. And then after, just a few, certainly some of the year 8s that have sent me work, their justifications have been amazing about why you have made a certain decision, and you've really tried to prove your point, which has been great. We need to do the same here on the last one. Just try and argue why you have put that last. Why is it not a huge problem compared to, let's say, 7, 8, 4, 5, and 6, and so on? The video takes a long time, so that it doesn't seem a lot of work, but that will take probably longer than other lessons. After that, just think about what the biggest issue is, and like we said at the start of this lesson, I think next week we'll look to include bits about how we could solve some of these issues. So the main piece of work, I'll direct you again to this this link. This is really important that you use this. If you don't use this link, you're going to really struggle with the worksheet and the activities. Lastly, obviously the further research, ignore this because you're on it already. If you did look at it from last lesson, you got a real good head start, and you might be able to do the worksheet from memory rather than looking through all of it. And if you have any questions, but please send your work over if you do it or not. Even if I've had pictures where people have taken a photo of their work, sent it over, it'll be £50 for anyone who gets work to me, and we'll make sure that's added for next year as well, so you get to use it in the new academic year. Any other questions? Email addresses are here. And apart from that, I really do wish you all the best. Have a good week, and just thank you again for the students that are getting their work in. It's much appreciated. Okay, take care.